Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vlogmas day 10. So I just dropped the kiddo off at school and now I'm at Stu Leonard's, which is a grocery store here. I actually showed it in Vlogmas day 1, but if you guys missed it, I'll show it to you again. It's a really fun place. There's all kinds of animatronic things and it's just beautiful inside, but it's sort of set up like a maze. It doesn't have like regular grocery store aisles, so you have to sort of follow the maze the whole way through the store, and there aren't a lot of ways out of it once you get in, so it kind of forces you to see everything in the store, and I feel like it's probably a good marketing tactic. I always end up in aisles that I didn't plan to go down, but then I'm like, I actually do need this or I need that. So I'm actually here today because we're having my in-laws over for brunch tomorrow. It's my mother-in-law's birthday, or it was earlier in the week, so I just have to pick up a couple things for brunch and then we'll head on home. I actually got an order in from SheGlam, so there's some really exciting new products in that I cannot wait to try. So I might actually do a try on today and see what that's all about. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and head into the store. All right, guys, I'm back. So this is my SheGlam order that came in late last night. I pretty much got everything to do a full face. I've tried their eyeshadow palettes in the past, but I just wanted to try more from them. I've also tried their blushes, but I got a foundation. I got this new primer that's called the Birthday Skin Primer, and I saw Sabrina test this out on her channel, and I was blown away by her results, so I had to try it. I got a new blush called Cosmic Crystal Mousse Blush that looked kind of interesting. They also have new shades of their Color Bloom liquid blush, so I got 2 new shades of that. I really enjoyed that a lot. And the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation, which looks sort of interesting as well. I got 2 lip products, a lipstick, and then like a tinted balm, also a double-ended brow product, and a mascara. So I feel like I have everything except concealer, I guess, but we'll see how the foundation is. It could be good enough coverage that I don't even need to use concealer. So, oh, and duh, I forgot about the palette. I got the Marvelous palette. I do have some of their other ones, but I thought this one looked super pretty, so I figured I'd grab that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shower, and then we'll go upstairs and do a full face. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna do my eyes first. So this is the Marvelous palette, and I just wanna show you guys a close-up look and some swatches first. So this palette just spoke to me because it has those soft, dusty, kind of cooler tone shades for the most part. I love the greens in here. Also, that really subtle kind of slate grayish blue. And then you have a pretty lavender shade, some pinks, some neutrals. So these are all my kind of colors, and I just thought that this would make a really versatile palette. And like all SheGlam palettes, the formula does swatch really nicely. It feels like it's going to be good. So I am excited to put this on my eyes. I've already prepped my eyes with concealer, and I used the new Catrice True Skin one. So I think I'm going to start with the shade Minx, which is this one right on top here. And I'm going to be using the A502 brush from the Angie Hot and Flashy brush collection from BK Beauty. All right, so I feel like this shadow performed beautifully. It's nicely pigmented and it was really easy to blend without being too powdery. So I thought it gripped really nicely to my skin, and like I said, it was just really easy to work with. So I think I'm going to continue the rosy tones and maybe go in with this one down here. And I'm going to apply this using the A504 from Angie's brush set. Okay, so what I did there was basically just apply it with the smaller brush to the outer corner, and then I took the largest brush in her collection, which is the A503, and just kind of blended around all the harsh edges just to soften everything. So for my lid, I definitely want to use this blue, but it's a really, really light shade. So I think I'm going to start with this lavender color first and then put the blue on top of it. I think that'll make a really nice combo. I'm going to apply this with my finger like to the middle of my lid and not go too far toward the inner corner just yet. Now I'm going to pick up this blue shade, which by the way feels like it's a cream shadow actually, and I'm going to put this one more toward the inner corner and work it back towards the middle. Okay, so that's not quite giving me the impact that I'm looking for. So I think I'm going to grab this one instead. This is Grace up here. I didn't realize that the blue was a cream shadow when I planned this look out, and I was thinking the blue would go perfectly like with my sweater, and then I don't know, it's a cream shadow, so it's going to be a little bit more subtle. So I'm going to take this one in the top left and just use this for my inner corner highlight instead. There we go. That one really pops. All right, so for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Jet Setter liquid liner. I totally forgot to get an eyeliner from SheGlam, but this is one of my favorite eyeliners and has been for a while now. I've been loving doing a liquid eyeliner and not doing a full like cat eye or a wing, but just kind of raising it up towards the outer lash line, and it just helps to create a little bit of lift to my eyes. So all right, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but I definitely see like more of a lifted effect. It just kind of elongates my eyes, and it's not a full wing, but making my liner a lot thicker at the outer edge and then making it really super thin the rest of the way across just helps to create a nice lift to my eyes. So I really love that. The left eye is way harder to do than the right, so sometimes they don't completely match up. I try my best, but it is what it is. So moving on, let's check out a brow product from SheGlam. And I didn't bring the box up here with me, so I have no idea what this is called, but basically I'll leave everything linked down below. But this is a double-ended brow pencil, and I love the packaging of this. It feels so high quality and luxurious. It actually feels even nicer than some of my high-end brow pencils do. So on one side, you have more of a liquid brow pencil, and I've actually been using one from NYX lately that I've really been enjoying as well. I find that these just make it so easy to get those really fine hair-like strokes. And then on the other side, you have a traditional, very skinny brow pencil. And with this too, it seems like it's going to be great for creating those really teeny fine lines. So I'm just going to grab the spoolie from my Joa brow pencil because I usually need a spoolie to do my brows, and this unfortunately doesn't have one. I feel like that's the one drawback, but I think I'm going to try using the liquid side first and see how that goes. All right, guys, so wow, I really love this brow pencil. I think the color is perfect, first of all, and it actually looks really natural. I can't really tell the difference between what's my hair and what I actually drew on with the pencils. I think this is really nice, and I apologize, I'm not sure what the color is that I chose. Again, it's probably on the box downstairs, but I will link everything down below and I'll list all the colors down below as well. So I'm just gonna do the other brow, and this is the brow I always have trouble with, so it's always hard for me to match the other side. So I'm sorry if it doesn't come out perfect. right, so they're probably not even, but it is what it is. This one, for some reason, grows like downward, and this one, the hairs grow more up, so they're always like a mess. But all right, so I think I'm gonna wait on the rest of my eyes until I do my foundation, and then I'll go back and do my lower lash line. So the foundation that I got actually comes in beautiful packaging. It is so high end. This brand honestly blows me away with their packaging because they're so affordable to begin with, and most of the time affordable brands kind of skimp on packaging to keep the costs low, but I don't know how they do it. Like, some of these products look more luxurious than some of the Scott Barnes things that I showed you guys the other day. Like his lip gloss, it felt so cheap, and they're so expensive, and then you have a cheap brand like this that just does packaging really well. So this is the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. So it comes in this beautiful frosted glass bottle with the velvet pouch, which I just think is such a nice touch. And it'll help keep it from breaking as well if it's rolling around in a drawer. And I got mine in the shade Shell. I'm honestly not sure if it's going to be a good match for me, but it's so hard to tell on the website. And I also really love that this has a pump applicator too. It just makes it so much easier. It's so much neater and cleaner to use. I think I'm going to apply this with my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. This is my favorite foundation brush lately. I was debating whether I should apply it with a sponge or with a brush. I think I'm going to use this just in case this is more of a sheer formula. I don't want to shear it out too much with a sponge. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. When I was swatching this, it felt like it's going to be so hydrating. So I'm excited about that. Let's just start on this side of my face. This has a nice glow to it as well. This seems like it is so hydrating. It feels like I'm applying a moisturizer. And it doesn't have any kind of funky smells to it either. I find that SheGlam's products don't, and again, that's something kind of rare when you get into cheaper makeup. Every time I do a SheGlam video, people ask me like, do you trust them? How do you know that you can trust that the products are safe because they're so cheap? But when you think about it, e.l.f. is cheap, Essence is cheap. I mean, if you trust them, like, why not trust SheGlam? And honestly, when I first saw them, I thought the same thing. I've seen documentaries that scared me so badly, making me not want to even wear makeup because there's just like some crazy stuff between like where it's made or certain ingredients, and a lot of it's not regulated, so you really don't know what you can trust when it comes to makeup. But I did do some digging on them when I first found the brand, and on their website they have a whole video of their process in their lab and their manufacturing plant, and you can see like eyeshadows being made and the palette coming together, and everything looks really clean and really legit. And they said that they use the same factory as luxury brands, and the way that they keep their costs down is just by not doing a huge advertising budget, and so they're cutting out marketing in that sense. And also, high-end makeup is just marked up like crazy. Like, there's definitely no need for it to be as expensive as it is, but a lot of times you're just paying for a name. So I actually think they're kind of smart for doing it this way and just kind of relying on word of mouth or YouTube videos and just getting more, you know, cheap or free advertising that way. Anyway, let's check. Oh my gosh, I didn't use the primer. Oh my God. I just realized I didn't use the primer. All right, you know what? This will be a good test. I'm going to use the primer over here. So, all right, so this half of my face right now looks really, really pretty, at least in this lighting. It has a little bit of glow to it, but it's more of a hydrated glow versus shimmer or sparkle. I don't see any kind of shimmeriness in the formula. It looks nice and smooth on my skin. I feel like it covered pretty well. I would call this like a medium coverage, I would say. Okay, so now let's try the primer. I've been dying to try this ever since I saw Sabrina's video. So this is called the Birthday Skin Primer, and again, packaging is so like on point. And then inside, I feel like the product looks very similar to like the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer or the Tatcha Balm. And I wasn't like over the moon crazy about those. I felt like they were decent primers, but I'm hoping that I'm gonna love this one because it's so affordable. And as you guys know, my favorite L'Oreal Studio Secrets primer is now being discontinued. So let's hope this is a good one. So I'm just gonna put it over here and I'm gonna start in my cheek area. Yeah, it has a very similar feel to the e.l.f. one, but actually, it almost feels like it's cooling on my skin, which is kind of an interesting thing. Okay, so first off, I love how smooth this made my skin feel. It feels really nice and silky. I don't feel like it minimized my pores quite as much as the L'Oreal one, but we'll see how foundation applies on top. All right, and by the way, I think this foundation is a really nice match for me too. It's maybe just slightly light, but it's pretty close. I'm impressed with it. All right, guys, so foundation is done. I'm just gonna quickly show you a close-up of what this looks like on my skin. So anyway, I'm just gonna let this sit for a while. It definitely does have a really like glowy, dewy finish, which I wasn't expecting. I do kind of worry about it settling into my pores because especially on my cheek area, on both sides, primer or no primer, it does look a little bit like I'm wearing makeup. It looks a little heavy. So I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna work out, but we will see. I'm definitely gonna do like a wear test and I'll show you guys later on how it's sitting. And then to finish off my eyes, I'm just gonna take the BK Beauty 204 brush. This is a little smudger brush and it's from their regular collection, not the Angie one. And I'm just gonna go back into this shade right here that I used in my crease. And I'm just gonna run this under my lower lash line and connect it to the top. And then moving on for mascara, I have a double-sided mascara from SheGlam, and this one seemed to have the best reviews. They have a couple different versions, but I liked the look of this one because it has the two different sides. So you have one brush that's a little bit more of an hourglass shape, kind of similar to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And then on the other side, you have one that's a silicone brush that's a little bit skinnier. It has a little curve to it. This duo kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes. It's the same kind of concept where you have the slightly thicker brush to build the volume, and then you have the thinner curved brush to comb out length. So I'm going to start with the thicker brush first. That's how I use the Huda one. All right, so here's one eye done compared to the other, and wow, I feel like my lashes look so big right now. It really does give like a false lash effect, I think. And another trick that I've been doing lately too is to comb my lashes kind of this way towards the outer corner. It really helps with that lift. I have very downturned eyes normally, so between the liner coming out this way and then the lashes sort of pointing more in this direction, it just creates a lot more lift at the outer corner. And I really just feel like that helps so much. All right, so I definitely like the results of this so far. Let's hope it doesn't smudge or flake. Okay, so mascara is done. I am so impressed with this right now and how it makes my lashes look. As you guys probably know, I don't really wear false lashes, so I usually look for a mascara that's gonna do that job for me, and I feel like this one definitely has. My lashes look so huge, so again, hoping that it's long lasting. All right, moving on to blush. I do have a couple different options. I have this one, which is Cosmic Crystal Mousse Blush. This one's more of a peachy color, so I don't think I'm going to use this one today because I have more of a cool toned look going on, but I did want to show this to you guys really quick. So this is in the shade Aha Honey, like the ColourPop palette. And again, I love the packaging. I think it's just so sleek and so pretty. And this one claims to have more of a creamy or mousse formula. It says, like a yummy treat for your cheeks, our innovative blush delivers a highly pigmented, multi-dimensional look. Bonus, because of its creamy formula, there's no fallout. So how pretty is this? I think this is so beautiful. I definitely want to use it soon, and I will let you guys know how it wears and how it looks on my skin. So let's move on to Color Bloom liquid blushes. So I showed these in a video quite a while ago now, maybe last year, and I really loved these. I thought the formula was amazing. They kind of stain your cheeks, so they're really long lasting. And again, packaging, they just completely nailed it. It's so beautiful. So let's take a look at the two colors. I have the shades Hush Hush and Love Cake, and both of these are new colors to the collection. So Hush Hush is a little bit more of a warm tone shade, and then Love Cake is a cooler tone pink, and I think this is the one that I'm definitely going to wear today. I think this will go perfectly. So what you can do with these is just dab them directly on your cheeks and blend with your finger, or you can blend with a brush or a sponge as well. So I'm just going to put a little dot like that, and then I'm taking my Angie Hot and Flashy blush brush, and I'm just going to blend it out. I usually blend these with my fingers just for kind of a quicker result, but I'm curious to see how they blend out with a brush. It's blending out so seamlessly. How beautiful is this color too? Oh my gosh. It just leaves like such a dewy, pretty finish. But it's not sticky. Like these do dry down all the way once they set, which is another reason why I love them. And like I said, they just leave a little bit more of a stain behind. So, oh my gosh, so, so pretty. All right, let's move on to lips. So I got two different lip products to try. One is just a regular bullet lipstick, and this is called What's Your Sign? And then the other one is, I think, more like a tinted lip balm. So let's go ahead and start out with the bullet lipstick first. And guys, again, with the packaging, this is heavy. Like it feels heavier and nicer quality than some of my high-end lipsticks. It has a magnetic closure and it just feels so solid. So when you roll up the tube, the lipstick itself, the bullet, has such an interesting shape to it. I really, really love this. I love the look of it. And it just feels like it's going to be such a creamy, hydrating formula. So I feel like this color is maybe a little bit warmer than what I'm wearing today, but I thought I would just try it on anyway, and then I'll wipe it off and try the other one. So let's do this one first. It doesn't really seem to have a scent to it. I smell something slightly vanilla, but I don't know if it's this or something else. Okay, so yeah, this is such a nice creamy lipstick. It feels so good on my lips right now. And I do like the color. I feel like this is a very your lips but better type of a color. It has a little bit of shine. It's kind of somewhere in between glossy and matte. Just a really pretty satin finish. All right, so next up is the Lip Sip Hydrating Lipstick. And this one, again, is in the shade Twin Flame. And something about this packaging reminds me a little bit of Kosas. I don't know why, but again, just very high-end feel and look to it. And this color is super pretty. It's actually a little bit more pigmented than I was expecting. I thought it would be kind of like a tinted lip balm, but it seems like it really is more of like a lipstick, like the Clinique Almost lipstick, for example. So they were just super hydrating and like a lip balm, but with tons of pigment and tons of color like a regular lipstick would have. So anyway, let's go ahead and apply this and see what the color looks like. So wow, this definitely came out a lot darker than I was expecting. It feels so nice and silky on my lips though, and it does have a slight vanilla scent to it, but again, it's nothing strong or overpowering. I wasn't expecting to wear a darker lip like this today, but I guess we'll just go with it. All right, so here is the finished look. I feel like personally, I probably would have gone with a lighter lipstick, maybe something pink like Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk versus this darker lip, which I just wasn't expecting it to be this bold. But overall, so far, I'm really happy with the palette and the mascara. The brow product was awesome. And these lipsticks have a beautiful look and feel to them as well. Still not sure about the foundation and primer. I just think I'm gonna have to let those sit for a little bit. I'm gonna actually head downstairs and have some lunch and go about my day. And then I'll check in with you guys a little bit later and see how everything is holding up. Hey guys, it's about 2:30, so I just thought I would do a quick check-in and let you know how things are wearing. So the foundation actually looks so nice out here in the outdoor lighting. I am shocked because when I was looking at it in my studio lights before, it was not looking the best. It looked very heavy and kind of makeup-y, and it was too glowy. It seemed like it was just accentuating my texture and pores and everything. But now it's kind of just settled down. It's dried down all the way, and it just kind of has a really nice skin-like finish. So I am pleasantly surprised. Normally things look way more harsh out in natural lighting than they do in the studio lights. It's kind of reversed, but I'll show you guys a quick close-up of what my face looks like. And I mean, you can see like it looks pretty darn good on my skin, I feel like. So I'm actually really liking this. My skin feels very nice and hydrated. It doesn't look dry. I don't feel like it's settling into fine lines or pores. And to be honest with you, I don't really notice much difference between the side that I put the primer and the side without primer. I feel like it's sitting really nicely on both sides. And the primer, similar to the e.l.f. balm, I don't think that either one really minimizes my pores all that much. I really prefer the L'Oreal one. So sorry, the school security officer was just walking by. Probably looked like so stupid talking to myself. Anyway, so I don't really know how much that primer is doing. I'm gonna go ahead and try it with some other foundations, but at least with this one, it doesn't seem to really make too much of a difference in the way that it looks. The blush I absolutely love. I mean, obviously I've used those in the past, so I knew that was gonna be good. The brow product, I really like that as well. The lip product wore off when I was eating lunch, and I mean, despite it being a darker color than I was hoping for, I do think it felt so nice on my lips, and I was just really impressed with the packaging on both of the lip products. So anyway, I'm gonna go for now, but I'll do another quick check-in in a little while. Oh, and also the mascara is holding up really nicely as well. So anyway, I'm gonna go for now, but I'll do another check-in later on when I get home and let you know how everything goes. Hey guys, it's about 6 p.m. so I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here for the week, but I just wanted to quickly let you know again how the products are holding up. So I don't have any smudging for the mascara underneath my eyes, so thumbs up for the mascara. I think it is so awesome. I feel like my eyeshadow still looks really good. I'm sorry the lighting in here isn't too great. I'm giving my son a bath right now, so I can't really leave. And the blush is still holding strong and perfect. And I feel like the foundation looks pretty good. I am impressed with it. So initially I was a little worried, but I'm definitely going to keep using it and trying it out different ways with a sponge and with my fingers. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you've been enjoying these vlogs, and I will see you on Tuesday. Take care, guys. Bye.